everyone, Sam here, and today I'm going to show you how to put together my newest die set, which is the Waterfall, Circular Waterfall die set, and it will allow you to create something like this, which is great to put into your mini albums. You can have it as a scrapbook layout or put it on the front of a card as I have here. I also think it'd look really good on the top of a gift box as well, so I'm sure I'm going to dig this out a few more times and make some other fun projects. I've got my gorgeous niece Poppy here. She is nearly 1 month old, so I thought it was a nice way to document all these pictures of her, and I'm going to give this to my sister because she can put it in her keepsake. All you do is you turn your little tab here and it will flip over each picture. Obviously I'm holding it down so you can see it, but as you're moving it you would then move around so you can see all of the pictures. You don't have to use photos. This is just as an example of what I've done with it. And then I've also added some words underneath there, which when you turn it back, it says lovely Poppy. Like so. I think it's adorable, really, really easy to put together. You can also decorate the underside as well. You could have things on these, little sentiments. And then when you bring it all the way around, you could have a pattern paper or something on the back of this part if you wanted to. You could even stamp onto it as well, which Hayley on my design team has done, which looks really nice. You can also have it displayed like so, or it could be displayed this way. It's entirely up to you. But it's very straightforward to put together, so let me show you. So this is the new 6x6 Waterfall die set. It will all go through a standard die machine, even the square one here. So you've got your larger square, which will cut 4 mats at a time. So if you pass that through 3 times, you've got all your mats, and then you've got your layers as well. And then if you want to do the oval ones, which you'll see in another video, this one here, that's your mats. You just pass it through, what we've got there, 2, 4, 6, so twice, and that'll give you your 12. And then again, you've got those all separate. That is your main waterfall. So again, just run that through your die machine. That is for your brads. To be honest, you can just pierce it with a poking tool or something, which I'll show you. But we put it in there. We couldn't attach it to this because they don't cut together, if that makes, you don't use them as one piece, if that makes sense. That is just to cut into the card, and that is to cover it if you want. And then you've got your pulls here, and it cuts the arrow as well. You just double them up to create your little pulley, and again I'll talk you through all of that in a moment. I'm going to be using this one with the memorable moments. It's actually just the sentiment I think I'm using, which is the capture every moment, which I've got there because this one is going to have a picture of my beautiful niece Poppy. This is 1 month of lovely Poppy, and I've got some pictures there which my sister doesn't mind me using, and I'm going to have them all cascading on the Circular Waterfall. So I've gone ahead and got everything cut. This is going to go on an 8x8 card blank. Although it's 6x6, it's 6x6 as a circle and with the oval ones, this one here. When you add these, obviously where they point out on the edges, which you'll see at the end, it will fit better on an 8x8. So it is going to vary depending on, what ones you use. So I've cut this using a 300 GSM smooth cardstock. You could use lighter, but it does work fine with that, with the heavy weight. And you will see all of your score lines are already marked out on here. So you just want to go over and just fold each one into the section. When you're folding it, make sure it runs nice and flush with the outer side there, and then you know that all your segments are perfectly lined up. But just go around folding it all one way, and then I just went back round and folded it all the other way. Okay, so it is a heavy weight, so there is a bit of cracking, but you don't notice any of that. But if you go a bit lighter with your weight, then you'll probably avoid that anyway. Okay, but you want something that's going to move really nicely in both orientations. Now the paper I've used to decorate is from my new Making Memories project pack. You can use this obviously with the die set, but it's actually a really nice standalone piece because inside it you get a ton of ephemera, and you get these words which I have dies for and stamps, but we've done them so that they're all ready to go obviously. But these are, if you're really into your memory keeping, mini albums, scrapbook layouts, junk journaling, that kind of thing, then this is going to be really good for that. But the papers, and it all works well for card making as well, and I've got some examples of that. So I've taken one of the designs there and just covered the front. Open it up, and this is where you will use this die, the tiny little one, or just use a piercing tool. I think most of you are going to do this, but what you want to do is sit this in the middle. Okay, so it's centered as possible. I'm just looking at my outer edges here. They all look pretty good. Then the key for this piece is making sure that you get it in the center here. So if I just use my piercing tool, that looks pretty spot on. So I can just pierce that. And then you can use the die to then go over it. So mark it out. If you don't want to use that, just then use your piercing tool and really push it through and just open up that hole. And once you pierce your brad through, then, you know, that's good to go. But if you do want to cut with this, and you'll need the bigger brads, so you'll be using your 8mm brads, which are these ones here. Then you just pop that over the top, tape it in place and run it through your die machine and it will cut it out. So we've put it in there, but honestly, you're going to see me just using my piercing tool because that's just quick and easy as well. And then take your brad. You want something that's going to match. So what we've got, a nice pinky colour. I'm going to go for that light pink there. That'll match nicely. There we go. If I push that through, this is what you're going to see inside. Now you could put another piece of pattern paper over the top, but I've given you the little circle there, which you can just stick over the top, just so it looks a bit neat inside. But it's up to you how you kind of hide that. But that's what those are for. Take this back out again, because that's obviously now nice and centered for where we need it. Okay, so next you want to take this one and you're going to fold this one down. That is where you're going to add your glue and you're going to attach it to here. Now, where you have it is entirely up to you. You do need to take into account your little pulley here, but you could have this stuck up here. You want to make sure, obviously, you're going to get that hole right in the middle, but it could be stuck there. It could be stuck around this way and your pulley starts here. So that will vary. It's all dependent on you, what you're using. If you've got, so I've got photos, so, you know, they're just all going to kind of spin around, so it doesn't really matter. But I think because I want the photos, as you move it, might have it maybe there. I just think when it's displayed, I'd like that photo, if that's the one I choose for the front, to be the right way up. You might have florals or something that doesn't matter about its orientation. So I think I'm going to have mine here. So I'm going to use my quick grab glue. I'm just going to cover all of this section. Now, if you want to, you can stick all your panels on first and then stick it to the card. You know, there's a few different kind of sequences to putting this all together as well. So it's up to you. So now I'm just going to focus on that hole being right in the middle of that circle. And then stick that down. And then you want to work from this end when you're sticking them down, so you finish with the one on top. So this one here, it will be upside down, but you're not going to see it because the next one is going to be obviously over the top and they're all going to be covered by each other, so it doesn't matter, but I want that last one to be the right way up. But you can see how you're going to stick each one down. I'm going to probably change the order of those, but all you need to do is add your glue. But I'll start with this first one. So all that is attached is just that one section. All of this stays lifted, but it will get weighted down. Now, just add my glue. I think I'm going to have one that's maybe not got such a dark background. Let's do, oh, she's so gorgeous, she's so precious. You want to make sure that you get the end right up to the edge there, but this end will hang over ever so slightly, and that's just so it hides the circle. Okay, make sure that that is right on the fold. If you fold it back that way, you can see, like I said, you might want to do all this and then stick it down, but that one's now in place. And then the next one, you just add your glue into the next segment and then stick that one. Again, always making sure that they're right up to the edge there. Don't go over because it will interfere with the little, you know, your brad and your pulley. You always want your overhang, just that little bit that there is, to be on this outer side. Okay, so the last one to stick down, you can see how they all look. Such a cool card, this one. And then the last one I've decided to have, she's got wind but she looks really happy. Okay, so give that a few minutes to dry. Next, you can take your pull tabs. So I've cut a few of them, stuck them together with my construction glue so it's nice and hard. And then in between two of them, I've just put some white card just so that the arrow can sit in, and it gives you that cool effect. And then you can take your brad, take this one here, pop it through, okay, and then just pop it through the hole for the minute. Don't worry about its position. Open this up, just push that through like so, and then flip it over, open that up, and then I can just attach that one. I'm going to use a little circle foam pad, just pop that over the top. You can use your normal glue as well if you want, but there's already dimension. It's not going to really do much, but now it's nice and neat. So now you just want to pop this one under this here, okay? And then you just want to add a bit of glue just to stick that on there. It's as simple as that. You can bring it out a little bit further if you want it like that. You want to be able to see the arrows. I'm probably going to have mine about there. So you can see my glue there. And just push that down. So there is the finished card. I changed it up ever so slightly on the front, and I've cut the capture every moment. There is the die in the set for that one there. We will fit most of those sentiments in across the two speech bubbles there. Little tip as well, as you turn it, each one just fold over like this, just for that first kind of turn. And then my little extra, as you turn it, you need to go all the way around. How cute, absolutely love this. See each picture, and it stops there. You can decorate all of this if you want to, but then when you go back it says lovely Poppy. I mean, I could do it the other way if you read it that way as well. You can see all the way around. Isn't that cute? Just make sure that last one goes under. There we go. Love it. So quick and easy to do. The key is that you've got to make sure that that little hole where you put your brad is bang in the center of this, because you might find you get around and then it could catch, and that's because it's not in the center. So that's my top tip for it, but otherwise it is just so simple, really effective, great for, like I said, memory keeping. Pop it in your junk journals, a scrapbook layout, have an interactive one holding all the pictures. So I hope you've enjoyed this first tutorial showing you how to put together my new waterfall die set. I've got 3 or 4 other tutorials that are going to be going into the playlist as well, using it with other things in the launch and some other photos as well. I've got a fun one using my dad, so make sure you check that one out. And as always, all the products that I use will be linked in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any other videos, and drop me a comment too, because I enjoy reading them. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.